Tarek and Smith, who would you see as a winner?
I think probably Tarek. You know, Smith is very heavy-handed, but I feel that he's got a lot of luck behind those fists. You know, he's really, really heavy-handed, but he's not the most well-rounded. And he kind of usually tends to just take a beating until he sees that opening and someone makes a little mistake, and that's how he's won a lot of his fights, which that's fine. But I think sometime maybe someone's going to figure out his code. You know.
Have you ever had the opportunity to be at Temecula at Team Quest with Tarek?
No, I haven't, but I've seen him fight a couple times, and I think he's a pretty good fighter.
Nice. So, Tarek, Paul Daly and Woodley. It's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, that is going to be a really good fight.
Are you a Paul Daly fan or no?
You know, I know who they are in the fight world, but I don't, you know, I get so focused on myself as a fighter. I don't get to read a lot of interviews about other fighters, so I don't really, you know, I see him here and I say hi, we have a little conversation. Usually everybody's really nice. I see him fight, and that's really the extent of it. You know, I can't really say who I'm a fan of as far as in or, you know, outside the cage. And I have a hard time keeping them even all straight sometimes. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I remember that was this fight, you know, but I usually have to jog my memory a little bit because I'm just like, have to be so focused on myself.
Let me ask the cameraman, is she allowed to say draw?
Yeah.
You want to say draw on this fight?
Yeah, I'm not sure, you know, I don't know.
Who do you got? Robbie Lawler and Tim Kennedy. I'm actually very surprised of Tim Kennedy.
Yeah, you know, Tim seems like he has a lot of respect for Robbie. I'm not sure if he's intimidated or not. You didn't sound like 100% confident in the fight conference that we had the other night.
Yesterday?
You know, yeah, he was kind of giving Robbie a lot of praise, and you know, so be, you know, but you got to be 100% confident in yourself, and I think mental confidence is probably more important than anything physical-wise. So I guess I'll go with Lawler.
So Robbie Lawler is your pick for tomorrow. Now I think we have to skip your fight against Marlos, right? Or should we?
Well, that's an obvious one. Man, I mean, I know. I guess I could tell you a little bit about what my game plan is, you know, kind of, if you guys want me to.
Yeah, then we have to post this interview the day after because we don't want to.
It doesn't
reveal.
Matter. I'm gonna win anyway, so I could tell her. I'll go tell her to her face. This is what I'm gonna do to you, just so you know. It's not gonna change anything. No, I'm gonna go out there. I know that basically the three keys to me winning this fight is I have to respect her right hand. You know, I can't just be like, oh, you know, be out there and be dumb. You know, I have to really respect it. But I think there's a lot that I can play off of her overcommitting her punches. So either one of two things. I'm gonna have to close the distance quickly, whether it be, you know, her overcommitting and me coming in for a takedown off of that, or for me to, you know, kind of bait her in, or me come forward and be the aggressor and get a takedown off of that. Either way, I feel I'll have the advantage anytime that we are grabbing a hold of each other, you know, and then I will eventually get it to the ground. I just can't see in 25 minutes, 5-minute rounds, that there's not going to be a point when it gets to the ground. When it gets to the ground, I got to stay in good position. I can't let myself get extended. If in her guard, I really have to also respect that, you know, she's obviously got really good quick and slick submission, so I'm not going to be careless there. So staying in good position. Once I get past the guard, I think there's so many ways for me to finish the fight that it's, you know, just a matter of time. And you know, and then the other thing, you know, I'm not afraid to stand and bang with her, but I'm looking for a finish. You know, I don't really want to go 5-5s, so I think the most likely way for me to win the fight would be to take it to the ground and get a submission or a TKO. Before
we go to the next fight, you've been training a lot with the Alpha Team member, correct?
Yeah, Alpha Male, yeah.
Alpha Male, yeah. Can you tell us about the experience and who's part of it? Uriah Faber?
Joseph Benavidez, Chad Mendez, Danny Castillo, Brian Caraway, my boyfriend, Brian Caraway.
You've been there for eight months, a year?
Over a year now, over a year.
Over a year?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of guys on our team. Those are just the ones that kind of have the limelight right now, you know. But there's a lot of really talented guys, and training with them is it's just amazing because they're just a bunch of go-getters. They're very determined, and I think what I learned most importantly from them is their mental attitude. You know, I've said it time and time again. It's like I could probably go anywhere and find decent training partners or people to push me. But having them as role models, you know, they're overachievers. They're never happy or content with where they're at. They always want to go to that next level. Even if they're the world champion, you know what I mean? They're like seeking out someone who's going to push them. You know, they want that next fight and then the next, and they want to, not only that, they branch out outside of their careers and they do a lot. And that's helped me a lot, give me a lot of confidence training there. You know, why are you going to doubt yourself? Like, you know, no one should in this sport should ever doubt themselves. You know, and there they just get it that you got to be in tune and balanced in all those aspects.
Looking forward to your fight tomorrow. The final pick, Fedor or Dan Henderson?
Man, these are so hard. This is why this is a good card, because everyone has such a good matchup. You know, it's not like it's one-sided. Let's see here. Well,
who would you pick by heart? I mean, if you let the heart do the pick.
If I let the heart do the pick, God, I hate picking. It's so hard because I feel like I know Dan a little bit better. Shoot. Let me think.
Oh, you have a personal.
I know Dan a little bit better, but you know, he's coming up in weight, so he's going to be a little bit slower than normal. And Fedor really has that speed on his side, but I'm not sure, you know, with having a baby recently, how distracted he is, and if those two losses are something that he's gained something from, or if it's weighed heavy on him, and if he's coming in with doubt in his mind, you know, that could really affect the fight. If he doesn't, if it's motivation for him, I see him definitely taking it. But if that's been, you know, weighing on his heart and he's just not confident anymore, then I mean, I think Henderson's got a really good chance.
Okay, if you had $100, where would you put your money?
I think I'd put it back in my pocket. So I had to pick one on this one?
Yeah.
We got a coin?
Huh?
We flip a coin?
Oh, is it 50-50?
Dude, I just don't know. That's what I love about this, is such good suspense about it, you know? It's very hard for me. Shit. I guess we'll just go with Fedor.
Fedor?
Yeah, I mean, I like Dan, so I hate to say I want Fedor to win because I don't want Dan to lose.
Yeah.
But Fedor needs the win a lot more than Dan does. So, you know, I kind of want to give him that's where I would hope, you know, the fight would go. So that's hard to say.
That was Miesha's pick for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I struggled with that.
Thank you so much and good luck tomorrow.